Hey guys, That Phone Guy here, and today I'm going to show you all of my phones I've ever used as like daily drivers. So yeah, before I get started, I just want to mention that this video was inspired by ThatTechDude's video that he made about his phones that he uses, and I'll link his channel in the description, make sure to check him out. And yeah, anyways, without further ado, let's get started. So the first phone here that I've ever used is a Galaxy Note 1. And yeah, I used this back in 2014 or 2015, around then. And the story behind this one is that my dad actually upgraded to the Note 2, and he had this Note 1 lying around. And I wanted to use this to play Minecraft Pocket Edition because my brother had it, even though we had Minecraft Java on the family computer back then. Doesn't matter, but I just wanted to play video games on this thing. This didn't have service or anything, so I just used this for playing games. And yeah, it actually still works. Oh, it looks like it died. You can see here, if it turns on, it vibrated. But yeah, it doesn't have the best battery, but it works totally fine. It looks like it's dead, but yeah, it still has all the games on it. It's on Android 2.0, and it's 16 gig. And now, next up, this is probably the most used phone out of all of these phones. And this is an iPhone 5S. So yeah, I got this in Christmas or December of 2016. And I used this for 2 years, and yeah, I'll explain the backstory on this one. So basically, I was like begging my parents for an iPhone. I really wanted one for whatever reason, and yeah, this was actually my first ever smartphone that I had, that had data on it, so I could call my parents. I also had LTE, which is pretty nice, so I could watch videos and stuff. But yeah, before this, I was using like a really bad flip phone, so this was definitely a good upgrade. Sadly, the battery's kind of destroyed on this thing, but this phone still works. Of course, it's dead right now. Yeah, and I used this for 2 whole years until December of 2018, when I upgraded. But during that time, actually, this was in mid-2017, I found this Motorola Droid Razr M. This was actually one of the first, this was the first Android smartphone that I've ever found in a phone bin. And basically, one day, in 2017, like I said, my dad took me to the recycling center to throw away some stuff. I decided to look around, and, and I saw, like, there was this phone bin in one of the areas, like, of the recycling center. It's kind of split up into different parts. And basically, they had, like, this giant phone bin, and, the first thing I found there was an iPhone 4, which was iCloud locked, so I couldn't use it. And then a few weeks later, when we went back there, I found this. And this is not the same one. I actually found a white one with a crack here. But yeah, this one totally works, and they're the same model. So yeah, you can see this thing's on Android 4. It's a 16 gig. And yeah, I use that phone actually a lot, like as my media phone. I really liked it because, it was my basically first working phone that I found. This phone also got me into Target bin diving and stuff. So yeah, like, I remember I was searching up like phone bins and stuff back then in mid-2017 when I found this. And yeah, I found about the whole Target bin thing, and eventually I was able to go to Target, and I got a lot of stuff, and this is why my YouTube channel exists. Also, I remember that I made videos on my, like, phone collection stuff and phone bin related stuff back in, like, 2017, and I still have those videos on my iPod Touch. So if you guys want to see them, I guess I can upload onto my channel. I don't really know why you want to see them. I was very young then. That was over 3 years ago, of course, so I don't know. Yeah. Next up is this iPhone 7, and I got this, like I said, in December of 2018. This is one of the best phones I've gotten besides my iPhone 8 here, which is my main phone, actually. I'll explain that later. But yeah, I actually only used this for a short 10 months, because the charge port on this thing actually blew out, and I remember one time it just died, and it wouldn't turn back on, it wouldn't charge at all. And recently, I actually took it apart and put a charged iPhone 7 battery in here, and it still works, but it doesn't charge at all. And back then I didn't know how to replace the charge port, so now it's too late, but yeah. But this thing worked for a while, and during that time, and I really found a lot of stuff, and some of them were good enough for me to actually, use. So while I was using this iPhone 7 here, I found this Galaxy S5 here. It just has a crack in it at the recycling center, actually, and I think I found this over a year ago by now. Yeah, this thing actually works just fine, and I remember it's 16 gig on Android 6.0, I believe. And yeah, you can see here, oops, it works totally fine. I just use this kind of as my media device. It was a good phone, though. It has a big screen, too, compared to my iPhone 7 here. And next up, I also found this iPhone 5, and I made a few videos on this one. I believe I found this at Target, and basically what happened is that this was iCloud locked, but the iCloud account popped up on the screen. So then I emailed the owner of this phone, and they actually removed the iCloud account for me, which was really nice. So I reset it. It's on iOS 10 now, and it's in 16 gig. Works actually pretty well on iOS 10, and I use this at like my summer camp, I believe, a lot. So yeah. And also during that time when I had my iPhone 7 as my main, I also used this quite a bit. I actually mained this phone too with my SIM card. And this is Galaxy Note 5. I bypassed Google Lock on it. This is a 32 gig, I think, and it's on Android 7 now. But yeah, basically, the story behind this is I found this at the recycling center, and this had, like, a really bulged battery. So I replaced the battery on it, and sadly, the battery is already starting to bulge, and it's, like, really bad now. So, of course, this battery is dead, but it works totally fine. I had to take the back off, too. But yeah, it's totally dead right now. And next up here is an iPhone 6. Now, this was after my iPhone 7 died. Like I said, the charge port stopped working. My parents wanted to have a way to keep in contact with me, but I wanted to use at least somewhat good smartphone. So one of my nice friends, he actually moved away, he's in Michigan now, gave me this iPhone 6, his old phone, and this thing was unlocked. It was a 16 gig, and it had like a mediocre battery. This isn't the exact phone because I actually traded in for this, which I'll tell you about in a second. This is just some iCloud locked iPhone 6 that I have. Yeah, but I mean, it worked while it lasted, and it was pretty nice. So yeah. And my last phone that I've used here is my main phone, obviously. This is my iPhone 8. I'm actually recording with an iPhone 8, which I got from Mercari, if you want to watch the video on that. But yeah, this thing is a really good phone, in my opinion. I'll just unlock it for you. You can see here, it's actually still on iOS 12. Now, I got this last year. It was running on iOS 12 when I got it out of the box. Never updated it, and I'm really happy about this. This thing is super fast on iOS 12, you can see. And also, you can see here, it's 64 gig on T-Mobile, which is my carrier. So yeah, works totally fine, and I really like this thing. When I upgrade, I'm planning to get probably the Galaxy A71, which is what my dad has. It's a really good phone. I've tried it out. It's huge, too. But yeah, this thing, I mean, it works. Hopefully, I can get a few more years out of it. Yeah, and these are all the phones that I've ever made before. And yeah, anyways, that's all for this video. And if you guys liked it, make sure to like and subscribe. And see you guys next time. Bye.